The accident hit like a freight train on a rainy New York night. I was crossing the street, headphones in, lost in a podcast about forbidden love stories, when the screech of tires shattered everything. Blinded by trauma. Doctors called it hysterical blindness. I woke up in a hospital bed. The world plunged into endless darkness, my family hovering like ghosts I couldn't see. But she was there. Elena, the nurse assigned to my care. Her voice was the first thing that cut through the void, soft yet firm, with a faint southern lilt that wrapped around my fear like a warm blanket. "I'm here, Tatum. You're not alone." Those words became my lifeline in the weeks that followed. My parents, staunch conservatives from upstate, visited sporadically, their discomfort palpable even in the dark. Dad muttered about getting back to normal, while Mom prayed audibly for my sight to return, as if my blindness was a divine punishment for my wayward life. They didn't know about my past relationships with women, and I wasn't about to tell them now. Elena, though, she knew, or at least she sensed it. Our conversations started professional medication schedules, physical therapy, but soon they deepened. She read to me from books I'd loved in college, her laughter bubbling up at the queer subtexts I pointed out. One evening, as she helped me eat, her hand brushed mine, lingering just a second too long. "Tell me about yourself," I whispered, desperate for connection. She hesitated, then opened up. A single mom escaping a bad marriage, working double shifts to support her daughter. "Life's about choices, Tatum. Some break you, some remake you." As days blurred into nights, our bond intensified. She confided in me about her own hidden desires, whispers of attraction to women she'd buried under societal expectations. I shared my fears, of never seeing again, of my family's rejection if they knew the real me. In that hospital room, vulnerability turned to intimacy. Her touch became deliberate. A gentle massage on my tense shoulders, fingers tracing my arm in reassurance. One night, under the hum of fluorescent lights, she leaned in, her breath warm on my cheek. "I see you, Tatum. Even if you can't see me." Our lips met, tentative at first, then with a hunger born of isolation. It was wrong, she was my nurse, I was her patient, but in the darkness it felt like salvation. Discharge day came too soon. My sight hadn't returned, but doctors deemed me stable enough for home care. Elena offered to continue helping off duty, a decision that sparked the first crack in my family's facade. "We can hire someone professional," Dad grumbled, but I insisted. Elena moved into my Brooklyn apartment, her presence a constant anchor. We navigated the city together, her arm linked with mine, describing the world I couldn't see. The bustling streets of Williamsburg, the aroma of street food vendors, the laughter of children in Prospect Park. Our relationship blossomed in secret, stolen kisses in the kitchen, whispered promises in bed. But shadows loomed, her ex-husband's custody threats, my parents' growing suspicion during visits. Then the miracle or curse happened. 3 months in, during a routine checkup, light pierced the veil. Colors flooded back, shapes sharpened. I could see. Ecstatic, I rushed home to tell Elena. But the apartment was empty. Her things gone, no note, no trace. Panic set in. Calls went unanswered, her hospital shifts reassigned. She had vanished. Yet, as I sat alone, a familiar scent lingered on the pillows, lavender and vanilla. And in the mirror my reflection stared back, but something felt off. Was it really over? Or had she left for a reason that would shatter everything? The search began that night. I scoured her social media. Sparse profiles, last updated months ago. A friend from the hospital mentioned she'd quit abruptly, citing family emergencies. My heart raced with betrayal's sting. Why run now when I needed her most? My parents rejoiced at my recovery, planning a family dinner to celebrate. "God's grace," Mom said, oblivious to my turmoil. But I couldn't shake the feeling that Elena's disappearance was tied to my sight returning. Had she feared exposure? Or was there more? Days turned to weeks. I threw myself into work, resuming my job as a graphic designer, but creativity eluded me. Images of Elena haunted my sketches, her smile, her eyes. One evening, a knock at the door. It was her daughter, Lily, 10 years old, wide-eyed and alone. "Mom said if anything happens, come to you." My world tilted. Elena had sent her? But why not come herself? Lily clutched a letter. "Protect her." "I'm sorry." The weight of responsibility crashed down. Hiding a child from potential custody battles? My family would never understand. Yet, saying no meant betraying the woman I loved. As Lily settled in, fragments of Elena's life emerged. Drawings of us together, hidden in her backpack. "Mom loves you," Lily said innocently. But love? Or manipulation? Doubts crept in. Was our romance real? Or a nurse's ploy to escape her past? I contacted Elena's ex, a gruff man from Georgia, who laughed bitterly. "She's always running. But she can't hide forever." Threats laced his words, legal action, accusations of instability due to her lifestyle. My stomach churned. By sheltering Lily, I was choosing sides in a war I barely understood. Nights blurred with anxiety. Lily's presence forced me to confront my own secrets. Coming out to my parents loomed like a storm. During a tense phone call, Dad pressed, "Who's this kid staying with you?" Lies spilled out, "A friend's daughter." But guilt gnawed. Elena's absence amplified every conflict. Societal whispers about single women with questionable friends, family expectations of normalcy. I paced the apartment, decisions weighing heavy. Reach out to authorities? Risk losing Lily and Elena's trust? Or dive deeper into this mess? A breakthrough came via an old email. Elena's sister in California responded cautiously. "She's safe but scared. Give her time." Time? While I balanced work, childcare, and mounting paranoia. Anger flared. How dare she dump this on me? Yet, love persisted, a stubborn flame. I enrolled Lily in school, forging temporary guardianship papers. A moral gray area that haunted my conscience. Each day I paid the price. Isolation from friends who didn't understand, sleepless nights questioning my choices. The disconnection echoed in my ears like a slammed door. I stared at the phone, heart pounding, Lily asleep in the guest room. Elena's cryptic words fueled a firestorm of emotions. Relief she was alive, fury at her evasion. Morning brought resolve. I couldn't wait passively. Tracking her became an obsession, starting with her sister's hints. A quick search revealed Elena had fled to San Francisco, perhaps seeking refuge in the city's progressive embrace. But why drag me into it? Balancing secrecy and survival strained every nerve. At work, colleagues noticed my distraction. "You okay, Tatum?" my boss asked during a meeting. I nodded, forcing a smile, but inside turmoil raged. Lily's school required documents, real ones. Falsifying more felt like crossing a line into criminality. Moral dilemmas piled up. Was protecting Lily right if it meant deceiving authorities? Society's lens on queer women amplified the risk. Judges might view us unfavorably in custody battles. Family pressure escalated. My parents insisted on visiting to see how you're really doing post-recovery. Panic set in. Hide Lily? Invent a story? During their arrival, I stashed her at a neighbor's, claiming a work trip. Dinner was a minefield. Mom probed. "Any special someone?" I deflected, but Dad's eyes narrowed. "You've changed since the accident. More distant." Guilt twisted like a knife. Coming out now could shatter them, but lying eroded my soul. The cost of silence. Emotional isolation, a barrier between us. Post-visit, exhaustion hit. Lily sensed my stress. "When's Mom coming back?" she asked, eyes pleading. I hugged her, promising soon, but doubt lingered. Digging deeper, I contacted LGBTQ support groups, seeking advice on hidden relationships and family conflicts. A counselor warned, "Love demands sacrifices, but at what price to your integrity?" Her words resonated, mirroring my internal war. A lead emerged via social media. Elena's profile updated subtly. A photo from Golden Gate Bridge, timestamp recent. Hope surged. I booked a flight to San Francisco, leaving Lily with a trusted friend. A risky move but necessary. The journey west was fraught with anxiety. What if she rejected me? Or worse, revealed a betrayal? Landing in SF, the city's fog mirrored my confusion. Elena's sister met me at a cafe, wary. "She didn't want this life for you." Drama, custody fights. Revelations poured. Elena's ex had discovered our affair, threatening to out her, use it against her in court. "She left to protect you from the fallout." Betrayal stung anew. Why not tell me? Trust fractured. Confrontation loomed. Following leads, I found Elena at a small clinic volunteering. She spotted me across the room, face paling. Tatum. How? We stepped outside, tension thick. I had to go, she whispered. He knows about us. If he wins custody, Lily loses everything. Tears fell. Our argument escalated. Accusations of cowardice, pleas for understanding. I love you, she said. But love isn't enough against the world. The reunion turned bitter. Elena confessed partial truths. Her marriage's end stemmed from her awakening sexuality, suppressed for years. Society's judgment, family's disapproval, echoes of my own fears. But her decision to vanish? A protective instinct gone awry. I sent Lily to you because I trust you more than anyone. Flattery mixed with manipulation. I demanded commitment. Return with me, fight together. She wavered, citing dangers. My ex has connections, lawyers, influence. The choice. Push her, risk losing her forever, or retreat, pay the price of abandonment? We parted unresolved. Her promise to think ringing hollow. Flying back, regret gnawed. Had I pressured too hard? Home brought more chaos. Lily's school called, truancy concerns. My makeshift guardianship unraveled. A social worker visited, questions probing. Relation to the child? Lies buckled under scrutiny. The system, biased against non-traditional families, loomed threatening. My parents called, sensing trouble. What's going on, Tatum? Dodging amplified isolation. Nights filled with reflection. Elena's actions. Selfless or selfish? Love's cost tallied, lost trust, ethical compromises. A message from her. I'm coming back. For us. Hope flickered, but skepticism remained. What price would reunion demand? As conflicts mounted, a betrayal surfaced. Digging into Elena's past, I uncovered emails to her ex, promises to straighten out for Lily's sake. Had our love been a phase? Heartbreak crashed. Confrontation inevitable, the story's tension coiled tighter. The emails burned into my mind like acid. Sent months before my accident, they revealed Elena's desperation. I'll change for Lily. No more confusion. Confusion. Her word for us? Betrayal's knife twisted deeper. I confronted her via text, demanding answers. Her response. It's not what you think. Come to SF again. But trust was shattered. Instead, I focused on Lily, whose innocent questions pierced. Are you my new mom? The weight of unintended parenthood pressed. Society's gaze intensified. Neighbors whispered about that single woman with a kid. At work, a promotion dangled but required stability. Hard to feign with chaos swirling. Family ties strained further. My sister, liberal but distant, called. Mom's worried. Spill. I confessed partially. The accident, recovery, a friend in need. Her advice. Come out. Rip the Band-Aid. But fear paralyzed. Rejection's specter loomed, especially with Lily in the mix. A turning point. Elena arrived unannounced, bags in hand. I'm here to fix this. Relief warred with anger. We argued in the living room, voices low to spare Lily. You lied, I accused. She admitted. The emails were a ploy to appease her ex by time. But I meant them then. Until you. Vulnerability shone in her eyes. Reconciliation tempted, but mending required truth. We navigated cohabitation cautiously. Elena resumed nursing I designed from home. But external pressures mounted. Her ex filed for custody, citing Elena's unstable lifestyle. Code for queer. Court dates loomed, lawyers probing our relationship. Is this a healthy environment? One asked. Defending our love felt like battling windmills. Society's norms clashed with our reality. Same-sex couples still faced uphill fights in family courts. Internal conflicts raged. Elena's guilt manifested in overprotectiveness, smothering. I sacrificed everything for this, she snapped during a fight. My response. So did I. Resentment brewed. Lily, caught in crossfire, withdrew. Therapy beckoned. A neutral space to unpack. The counselor delved. Family origins of shame, societal conditioning. Choices define you, she said. But each choice exacted a toll. Elena's career stalled, my creativity waned. A shockwave. My parents discovered via a misplaced document. They stormed over, faces thunderous. A woman? And a child. Dad bellowed. Mom wept. This isn't you. The confrontation exploded. Accusations of sin, pleas for normalcy. I stood firm. This is me. But the price? Estrangement. They left, vowing distance until I came to senses. Heartache followed, a void where family once stood. Elena comforted, but doubts lingered. Was our bond worth this wreckage? A moral quandary arose. Her ex offered settlement. If Elena renounced alternative life, temptation flickered in her eyes. For Lily, she murmured. Betrayal loomed again. I challenged. Choose us or lose us. The ultimatum hung heavy, a gamble on love. She chose us, rejecting the deal. Court battles intensified, witnesses testifying to our stability. But victories came costly. Legal fees drained savings, stress eroded health. Lily thrived, yet scars formed. Society's acceptance inched forward, but backlash persisted. Online trolls, judgmental stares. Awakening dawned slowly. Through therapy, I confronted my blindness, not physical but emotional. Hiding had cost authenticity. Elena faced her patterns of flight. Together we rebuilt, but fractures remained. A pivotal decision. Public advocacy. We joined LGBTQ family groups, sharing our story. Empowerment surged, but vulnerability exposed us to more attacks. As high noon approached, a twist. Elena's ex retracted, overwhelmed by evidence. Relief washed, but victory felt pyrrhic. The journey's toll. Lost innocence, strained bonds. Yet growth emerged from ashes. Questions lingered. Had we chosen rightly? Post-court, euphoria faded into reality's grind. Elena and I celebrated quietly, Lily beaming at our win. But shadows persisted. My parents' silence deafened. A void I filled with work, but creativity suffered. Designs lacked spark, mirroring my dulled spirit. Elena noticed. We're free now. Why so distant? Truth. Freedom's price was exhaustion. Constant vigilance against prejudice wore thin. Societal ripples extended. Friends divided, some supportive, others drifted, uncomfortable with our visibility. At a pride event we marched hand in hand, empowering yet exposing. A heckler's shout. Family ruiners. Stung, echoing internal doubts. Moral debates intensified. Had we selfishly upended Lily's life? Her questions grew. Why does Daddy hate us? Explanations faltered, guilt compounding. Family reconciliation tempted. I reached out to Mom, a tentative coffee meet. Tears flowed. I don't understand, but I love you. Progress but conditional. Avoid flaunting. Dad remained steadfast, a chasm unbridged. The trade-off. Partial acceptance versus full authenticity. Choosing the latter isolated but liberated. Elena's past resurfaced. Old flames contacted, stirring jealousy. Just friends, she assured, but insecurity festered. A heated argument. You ran before, will you again? She stormed out, returning hours later apologetic. I chose you. Believe it. Trust rebuilt brick by brick, each requiring vulnerability's cost. Professional fallout hit. My firm, conservative clients wary, reassigned projects. Image matters, boss hinted. Defiance rose. Start freelance. Niche and queer-themed art. Risky but rewarding. Elena supported, quitting hospital for community health work. Shifts demanded sacrifices. Less time together, more stress. Lily's adjustment challenged. School bullies targeted her two moms. We advocated, meetings with principals, but damage done. Therapy for her unearthed our flaws. Overcompensation, unresolved tensions. You're fighting because of me, she cried. Heartbreak spurred change, couples counseling, family outings. Growth's price, admitting failures. A major confrontation brewed. Elena's ex, bitter from loss, leaked details online. Accusations of manipulation. Trolls swarmed, doxing threats. Paranoia peaked. Change locks monitor socials. Society's underbelly exposed. Hate masked as morality. We debated retreating, going private. But backing down meant defeat. Instead, we countered with truth. A blog post detailing our journey. Responses polarized, support from allies, vitriol from foes. Empowerment clashed with fear. Elena wavered. Is this worth the danger? My resolve. Hiding cost more. The choice solidified our bond, but at what expense to peace? Awakenings multiplied. I reflected on blindness, literal and metaphorical. Sight's return revealed truths I'd ignored. Family's conditional love, society's biases. Elena confronted her flight instinct, rooting herself. Lily blossomed, resilient. Yet damages tallied. Health suffered. My anxiety spiked, Elena's migraines returned. Finances strained from legal remnants. Relationships frayed further with extended family. The narrative's arc bent toward resolution, but tension simmered. A final twist. An anonymous letter arrived. I know your secrets. Panic ensued. Was it her ex? A disgruntled acquaintance? Investigations revealed a family member. My cousin, swayed by Dad's views. Betrayal from within stung deepest. Confrontation at a family gathering. Accusations flew, alliances shifted. Mom defended me, a breakthrough. Dad softened marginally. Healing inched, but scars endured. As the story crested, decisions crystallized. We chose forward. Marriage plans, adoption proceedings for Lily. Joy amid chaos, but awareness of ongoing battles. The price of love. Eternal vigilance. Wedding preparations brought a semblance of normalcy, but undercurrents churned. Venue hunting in New York, rings selected. Symbols of commitment amid adversity. Lily as flower girl, excited yet wary. Will everyone be happy? Her innocence highlighted stakes. Invites to family-tested waters. Mom accepted tentatively. Dad declined, a fresh wound. Societal pushback persisted. Vendors hesitated upon learning our story, citing personal beliefs. Discriminations bite reinforced resolve. We pivoted to inclusive providers, but frustration mounted. Moral questions arose. Fight every battle or pick wisely. Exhaustion dictated selectivity. Internal harmony fragile. Elena's doubts surfaced during a late-night talk. What if we're forcing this? My reassurance. We're building, not forcing. But her eyes betrayed fear, relapse into old patterns. Therapy reinforced. Growth demands discomfort. A climax brewed. Pre-wedding family dinner. My parents attended, tension thick. Dad's toast started stiff. I may not agree, but trailed into acceptance. No critique of lifestyle choices. Argument erupted. This is who I am. I declared. Mom mediated, but damage done. Elena consoled later. We don't need their approval. True, but longing lingered. The ceremony dawned bright, in a Brooklyn garden. Vows exchanged, tears flowing. Through blindness and sight, I choose you. Guests cheered, a bubble of acceptance. Lily beamed, our little family solidified. Honeymoon in California sealed unity, but reality awaited. Post-wedded life tested bonds. Adoption hearings loomed, scrutiny intense. Elena's ex resurfaced, contesting. Courtroom drama replayed, testimonies, judgments. We prevailed, but victory hollowed by stress. Health toll. My vision blurred sporadically, psychosomatic reminder. Awakenings culminated. Reflecting, I saw the journey's arc. From darkness to light, literal and figurative. Choices costs. Lost relationships, gained authenticity. Elena's transformation, from runner to fighter. Lily's resilience, a testament to love's power. Yet society's evolution lagged. News of similar struggles reminded, progress uneven. We advocated more, speaking at events, inspiring others. Empowerment's price, public exposure, private fatigue. In quiet moments, doubts whispered. Had betrayals been worth it? Damages assessed. Emotional scars, financial hits, but rewards, love, family outweighed. The story closed on a reflective note. High tensions resolved into tentative peace. But one question lingered, sparking debate. Was sacrificing family ties for personal truth ultimately the right choice, or a selfish delusion?